Don't compare yourself with anybody on the internet. No matter how much they're showing you of their life, trust me, these people are not showing you. They're not showing you up to 50% of what's happening in their life. That's the actual truth. They only show you what they want to show you. They don't show you what they don't want to show you. Even the people that do day-to-day vlogs on YouTube, they don't show you up to 50% of what's happening in their life, guys. You all need to understand that people are just showing you literally less than 20% of what's happening in their life. And stop the comparison. Have an abundant mindset and always be grateful and always be confident.
No, because tell me why. I just saw this TikTok saying comparison is so dangerous because you could end up comparing where God has you to where the devil has them. Woo. Yep, that'll do it. That'll do it.
So as you can see, this guy literally talked about comparison. I feel like comparison is a feeling. This is due to the fact that humans' wants are never satisfied. It's even in economics. Humans' wants can never be satisfied. So as human beings, we always want more and more. It's not a bad thing to want more. Since the introduction of social media to the world, now we have the opportunity to see the lives of other people. Back in the days when social media was not a thing, okay? We only knew celebrities, from watching TV and knowing about them. We barely had an idea of what their day-to-day life was, what their day-to-day routine was. Unlike now, where we have a lot of social media platforms where we get to even know not just celebrities, we also get to know influencers. This is just an example based on what is currently happening and what's quite popular now. It could ring a bell to you. Cassie, what she went through back then, a lot of us were not aware of what was happening. Reason be because she wasn't showing us that highlights. She only showed us the highlights of her and her partners of then enjoying life. And a lot of people saw content like that and were like, oh, I want to live the life that Cassie is living. Oh my God, I wish I had a partner like Cassie. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. This is a clear example of someone's highlights that you're seeing and you wanting that person's life. Meanwhile, what that person is going through at the background is crazy and you're not aware of what that person is going through at the background. Now that you're now aware of what that person was going through at the background, you're like, oh my God, God forbid, you're talking, following all the keypad warriors on social media to talk and talk and talk. Ladies and gentlemen, please don't compare yourself with anybody on the internet. No matter how much they're showing you of their life, trust me, these people are not showing you. They're not showing you up to 50% of what's happening in their life. That's the actual truth. They only show you what they want to show you. They don't show you what they don't want to show you. Even the people that do day-to-day vlogs on YouTube, they don't show you up to 50% of what's happening in their life, guys. You all need to understand that people are just showing you literally less than 20% of what's happening in their life. And stop the comparison. Have an abundant mindset and always be grateful and always be confident. If you want to fake confidence, fake it. Personally, I believe that there were a lot of people who look up to this kind of celebrity. They look up to these people to the extent that they want the exact lifestyle these people have. I personally believe that the reason why people who want to live the exact life of other celebrities is because, one, they either have low self-esteem or because they're not fulfilled with what they have. Don't let the highlight of someone's life make you feel like you are not doing anything with your life. Don't make you feel like you're not up to that standard. You're not up to that level. Always remember that when you're seeing content on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, whatever, just always remember and tell yourself that you're just seeing literally 1% or even probably 2% of that person's life. You literally don't know what they're going through when they put their phone down. You don't know if they have a long terminal sick illness. You don't know if they're in financial debt. You don't know if they have low self-esteem and they're just showing you a facade that, oh, I am that girl, don't play with me and whatnot. This now brings me to confidence. This now brings me to having an abundant mindset. So if you have an abundant mindset, that will eliminate comparison drastically. If you're grateful, that will eliminate comparison. If you're confident, that will sort of eliminate comparison. But majorly, if you're a grateful person and if you have an abundant mindset, you will never see yourself comparing yourself to people of the world. Once you have that self-awareness that person is just showing me, a snippet of their lifestyle, So personally, yeah, self-awareness is the main thing. Like once you're self-aware, once you're aware of who you are, once you're aware of what you like, what you genuinely like, and not what you like based on what your favorite influencer likes, okay? What you personally like, what gives you calmness, what makes you, what brings peace to yourself. Once you're aware of what you like, then that will help you to stop comparing yourself to people you see on the internet, okay? Let's talk about how to have a grateful heart. First of all, I'm a Christian, and every time I have taken my worries to God, because as human beings we all have worries. Worrying is expected from a human being, especially women. Women can be very emotional, so we tend to worry more than men. Whenever I'm worried, I try to take my worries to God, because when I speak to my Savior, it cleanses my heart. It makes me feel relieved, like I have just spoken to someone, like I've spoken to a therapist that has decided to make me feel better. One thing I'm practicing in my life now is that whenever I want to talk to God, I always go to Him with thanksgiving. I am always thankful to Him. Whenever I speak to God, I am thankful for the great things He has done for me. When you're thankful for something, more things tend to come into your life. And this is not just for, in terms of religion. If someone, your friend helps you do something, like if your friend does, buys you a cone of ice cream, and you go to her and you're like, oh my God, thank you so much for that. I really, really do appreciate you. When you thank that person feels happy, that person feels appreciated, and they tend to want to do more for you. Do you understand? So that's the logic behind being grateful. Once you're grateful, more things tend to happen to you. And with that happening, you tend to have an abundance mindset. So when you have an abundance mindset and you're grateful for what you have, when you're viewing things on social media and you're making this a consistent habit, so it's not something you just do and the next 3 months you stop being grateful, you're now more worried that, oh, why is my life not like Rihanna's life? Why is my life not like Nicki Minaj's life? Don't do that. So you need to be grateful, consistently grateful to your creator, okay? We should never ever try to compare our lives with people we see on social media. The thing is that when you act confident, when you stand tall and your chin up, when you speak clearly and you maintain eye contact when you're speaking to someone, your brain signals that act, that behavior as genuine. So if you want to be confident and you're not confident, you're shy, you can start with this process. Your brain is going to see those acts as being genuine, and from there you're going to be the best version of yourself. Alright guys, that's all for today's chat. I'll be going now, and make sure you drop your comments in the comment section. Let's have a conversation. Alright guys, bye.